Hello everyone, I Ravina, your English teacher, welcome you all in our today's lecture of tenses. First of all, I will tell you the definition of tense. Any form of the verb which may be used to show the time of an action, a state or an event can be called a tense. In short, verb form that shows time of action is called the tense. So my dear students, in tenses we will see the time of an action and state of an event. So tenses are of three types: present tense, past tense, future tense, and each tense is further categorized into four parts, like present tense, present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Now past tense, past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Future tense, future indefinite tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. First of all, I will clear the definition of past tense. The past tense of a verb tells that something already happened. For an example, I ate the apple. Here, second form of verb shows the past tense which tells something already happened. Now present tense. The present tense of a verb tells that something is happening now. The apple tastes good. Future tense of a verb tells that something will happen in the future. For an example, I will eat that apple soon. First of all, we will study present tense. First of all, we will study present simple. It is also known as present indefinite tense. Here, as you know, we have different kinds of sentences: affirmative, negative, interrogative. First of all, I will tell you the structure. In simple present tense, we used first form of the verb. So, we all know our sentence structure in English: subject plus verb plus object. And as I told you earlier, in simple present tense, we use first form of verb. So, our structure in affirmative sentences is subject, verb first form plus object. In negative sentences, we use subject plus don't or doesn't plus verb plus object. In interrogative sentences, we use do, does plus subject plus verb plus object plus question mark. Now I will tell you uses. It is used to express general truth. For example, the sun rises in the east. It is also used to tell habits. I play badminton every Tuesday. For future timetables, our train leaves at 9 a.m. Future after when until. I won't go out until it stops raining. Permanent situations, he works in a bank. For newspaper headlines, man enters space. With non-progressive, I believe that you are honest. When we tell stories, for an example, suddenly the window opens and a masked man enters. It is also used for giving directions and instructions, like first of all, you break the eggs and whisk with sugar. Now we will study present continuous tense. In affirmative sentences, structure is subject plus is/am/are plus verb first form plus ing. With singular we use is, with plural we use are. For an example, he is playing football. Here subject is singular, he, we used is. If our subject is plural, like they, we will speak they are playing football. In negative sentences, our sentence structure is subject plus is/am/are plus not plus verb first form plus ing. For example, he is not playing football. In negative sentences, we use not. In interrogative sentences, we use is-MR plus subject plus verb first form plus ing plus question mark. Is he playing football? For uses, it is used actions happening now. He is playing football now. Actions that is already happened. He is watching movie with his friend next Sunday. For changing situations, the climate is getting better each year. For expressing time at the moment of speaking, we are performing our duty at the moment. Our next tense is present perfect tense. In affirmative sentences, we have sentence structure subject, have or has. If our subject is plural, we use have. If it is singular, we use has. Plus past participle. Past participles means third form of verb. Example, I have tried my best. Negative sentences subject plus have not or has not plus past participle. In interrogative sentences, we place helping verb first, have has first plus subject plus verb third form. Uses of present perfect tense. To express things you have done in your life. Example, she has never studied Japanese. To express number of times you have done something. How many times have you tried to call her? To describe recently completed actions which are important now. I have some bad news. I have lost my job. To express situations that started in the past and are still true. I have known James for 4 or 5 years. Next use is to describe unfinished actions or situations. Example, I have read half of the book. To express present result, John has missed the bus, so he will be late. These all are the rules of present perfect tense with their uses. Present perfect continuous tense. In affirmative sentences, we use subject plus has have plus been plus verb first form plus ing. They have been learning English for 2 years. In negative sentences, subject has have plus not plus been plus verb first form plus ing. They have not been learning English for 2 years. In interrogative sentences, have has plus subject plus been plus verb first form plus ing. Have they been learning English for 2 years? Regarding its uses, it expresses long actions that started in the past and continue until now. Example, I have been living in Ireland for almost 4 years. It is also used to express recent actions that have clear evidence or results now. Example, her eyes are red because she has been crying all evening. It is typically used for shorter, more temporary situations. Have they been learning English this week?